Samsung has collapsed minus 9.06% to $286,000, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Friday, July 3rd, and this is your complete global market briefing. Caution prevails across asset classes. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 is little changed, hovering near $7,483.24. Equity markets are responding to reports that Japanese stocks hit by biggest foreign weekly sell-off since March as tech rally cools, The Economic Times. NASDAQ 100 dropped sharply minus 1.61% to $29,329. Investor sentiment is being shaped by TSMC versus Nvidia. Which RE semiconductor stock should you buy in July? Trading View. Dow Jones edged higher plus 1.14% to $52,900. Equity markets are responding to reports that weakest June jobs report fails to resolve interest rate debate AF. DAX is broadly flat at $25,040, awaiting a fresh catalyst. Traders are reacting to news that S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war. FTSE 100 is up plus 1.67%, trading at $10,653. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Samsung made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 9.06% to $286,000. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Samsung profit surges over eightfold to beat estimates as RE boom fuels memory chip crunch. The HBM supply competition with SK Hynix is the defining story. Samsung needs to close the yield gap to win hyperscaler HBM contracts. Consumer DRAM pricing is recovering as inventory normalizes. Watch for any Nvidia or Google qualification update on Samsung HBM. Northrop Grumman made a dramatic move today, surged plus 5.59% to $549.01. Equity markets are responding to reports that Northrop Grumman, NOC, has a long-cycle deterrence and mission systems engine bigger than a budget debate Alpha Street. Government IT and classified programs provide stable base earnings that are often underappreciated. The next intercontinental ballistic missile contract is a potential large upside catalyst. Watch for any DoD budget line item commentary on space programs. Meta plunged minus 4.90% to $582.90 in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Meta is about to make its next billion-dollar bet. Wall Street thinks it could be huge, 24/7 Wall St. The advertising engine continues to outpace expectations. AI-driven targeting improvements are delivering direct revenue per user gains each quarter. The key variable to watch is engagement per user as Reels, Stories, and Threads compete for time. Reality Labs' losses are the one overhang, but core momentum is exceptional. Apple surged plus 4.84% to $308.63 in a significant session. Equity markets are responding to reports that Apple stock rises after Q2 earnings top estimates on strong iPhone, China sales, Yahoo Finance. The market is pricing in a multi-year AI-driven super upgrade cycle. That may be optimistic on timing, but the services business provides a floor to earnings growth. Near term, any iPhone demand commentary from Asian supply chain checks will move the stock. The Vision Pro trajectory is less relevant for near-term earnings. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. On the geopolitical front, traders are reacting to news that S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. Central bank policy is at the forefront of investor minds. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Equity markets are responding to reports that weakest June jobs report fails to resolve interest rate debate AF. Turning to commodities. Brent crude held steady to $71.54 per barrel, down 0.04% on the session. The move follows reports that current price of oil as of fortune. WTI crude slipped to $68.46 per barrel, down 0.17% on the session. The move follows reports that current price of oil as of fortune. Natural gas slipped to $3.21, down 0.47% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war. Gold climbed to $4,135.50 per troy ounce, up 1.65% on the session. The gold move is partly driven by gold slips as US-Iran tensions spark inflation, rate hike fears. Let us give you our near-term view on Samsung. With the selling pressure we have seen today, the key support level for Samsung is around $268,840. A failure to hold there could accelerate the decline and attract further sellers. For a recovery, bulls need to see a fundamental shift in the drivers weighing on prices. This is our view, always do your own research. In the currency markets, Euro to US dollar is at 1.14, gaining 0% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.33, gaining 0% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 162.54, gaining 0% on the day. Currency markets are reacting to back to basics in an uncertain environment. European Central Bank. Let us close with the key events and catalysts on our radar. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Every morning, before markets open, we break down exactly what is moving and why. If you want that edge every day, subscribe and hit the bell icon. If today's analysis was useful, a like is the best way to support the channel. We genuinely appreciate every single one. We read every comment. Drop your view below. That wraps up today's coverage from MTRS_Market Pulse. This content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. Stay disciplined, and we will see you tomorrow. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.